Hello guys, thank you very much for joining the live stream today. I will share with you the best trading possibilities in crypto market, Forex, and we are going to look at also the indexes for those of you that trade stock market. Our focus will be on the crypto market as beginning because we have many traders that are focused on that market. It will be very interesting considering that Bitcoin is moving down again. So let's go on our charts, and if you have any questions, just let me know on TradingView live chat or also on the YouTube channel. Official Sky is writing on YouTube. Good day to you as well. Thank you for joining. So let's begin. I will begin with Bitcoin, the first one, as this is the leading indicator for the crypto market. As we have seen also during the previous times on Bitcoin, price is still moving down. So overall, many are looking for this type of movement and are thinking that probably the price will continue to move lower from this point. For the moment, we are not anticipating that type of movement because we have discussed what Bitcoin is actually doing and what we are actually expecting for Bitcoin. We don't want to see another collapse yet because the first one was with Luna when we saw this movement, and the second one that we experienced was from Celsius. So both of these movements were actually created from very strong news events. So hope we are not going to experience anymore like those type of news. So let's break down our chart right now. As we have seen also during the previous times, price was consolidating in our area. Overall, we are in the same zone that we were expecting the price to create the reversal. It was from 18 to 20,000. And as we can see, the 20,000 is holding very strong. The reasons are also simple for this type of prices because we are dealing with strong psychological prices. So 20,000, 30, 40 are very strong psychological areas all the time when the price moves in Bitcoin. But it works out in the same way also with other financial instruments. The round numbers are critical areas. So let's break it down. On the 1 hour, on the daily chart, as we can see, price is developing this chart here, just 1 minute, is developing this movement. It keeps doing higher highs and higher lows, so we can see at the moment in time that the price may also explode higher, but we need to wait for that movement. Thank you so much, guys, all of you that are joining the live stream today. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any question. Official Sky is asking, did you make education for finding SND or just market analysis? So the one that I have shared also on my YouTube profile and also the analysis that I'm sharing on TradingView, those are not only analyses, many of them are clear entry senior, so it depends how you interpret them. The one that are in YouTube have many details, so they are educational and also live analysis where you can join the trade. The problem comes that you should place the stop losses by yourself because after that it will be called a senior, and I can't share seniors on my YouTube channel or on other platform because I don't want to be sued after that. So let's go on. I'll go on with Bitcoin, but thank you for asking. Bitcoin can move at the moment in time, it can make the big bullish movement. Let's break it down, this pattern on the 4-hour time frame, and what we will see here is that we have the support area. It can be seen in different perspectives. However, we are going to look at this point in this way. The support zone that it comes close to 20,000, and we have also the upper part that I'm connecting the lines. This is getting very interesting in this point because price is showing to make higher high, but on the other hand, it is pushing down. So both the bulls and the bears are showing to be very strong in the zone. What I was looking at also during the previous time, it was also this scenario for this type of wedge pattern. We don't have to see the bearish movement only because the patterns can be transformed during the way, so it's not a big deal at all. What we have seen also on Bitcoin, it keeps creating this type of channels or bullish patterns. It doesn't matter how the price was expanded during this period of time. It can be seen better on the hourly time frame, all of this. I have shared on the public profile all of these signals for all the channels that we see here. And after that, the price made this bounce. So after testing the top of the pattern, it was looking very interesting. Price came down again. It came down close to this area. And what we are going to look at right now, we are going to look at for the next impulsive movement. So overall, price shouldn't create this impulsive movement. But what is happening actually? So let's break it down, this part here. I really like it. It is getting a bit difficult this time. We had this part of the structure, this wedge pattern, and look at how beautiful price broke out of the pattern, and after that we were expecting for the bullish movement. So also the top of the movement, the price reached close to 24.6. It was a very strong movement, so we can see a higher high. And what we can expect now, it should be that after, during this pullback, probability is still high that we can see Bitcoin to move higher again. So this is still a very high probability scenario. Thank you to all the guys that are on the live stream. And what we can see here is that Bitcoin is actually showing this movement. The problem is that how the price came down at this moment in time is a bit aggressive. We can also expect the price to come close to the lower support of this area. So as long as the price stays within the pattern, all is good for us. It doesn't matter if price is going to be stopped at 23.2, or probably if price is going to come up to 22.5, all is fine. What is really good for us is that we want the price to be stopped at this line here. This is very important for us because we are looking at this pattern. I'm not ruling out the possibility that the price may not come down. So even if we see the breakout, exists the possibility that after that it can test the lower part of the support again. However, the overall picture is that even if price is going to make this movement and any correction, it should continue moving higher again. The problem is that as long as we had a very big bearish trend that is coming from the upper part of the structure, so all of this is very bearish movement, all of this movement, so it will be required a lot of time from the market to change the price direction. So even if it comes lower, we can see the bullish volume to increase very fast. But what can happen and how I am actually looking at this price? Despite the fact that we are having a rising wedge pattern, what is really amazing in this part of the scenario that I'm looking at, I will prepare also a detailed video analysis about Bitcoin. It will be more easier, I guess. Is that even if we are going to look at this rising wedge pattern, what is amazing is that this type of patterns that are looking bearish, most of the time when they are in reversal point, they create the leading diagonal. And the leading diagonal is the pattern that reverses the trend. So after that, we are going to be in a 1, 2, and the third wave will be up, in my opinion. So this is going to be the bigger picture. So don't be scared if you are going to look at the price to break down from this pattern, because even if we see the breakout, it can be completed close to 20, but we can see also a small breakout that can be enough for validating the leading diagonal. So all of this is the bullish picture that we are looking at. The reversal area that we have actually right now on Bitcoin is close to 22.6, 23. So even if it comes there, all is good. So we need to see for the next movement. But it can continue also from this point. In my opinion, this is a very good trade. I really like how the price is developing. Nothing to be scared for the moment. So let's see how we are gonna look at on Bitcoin during the coming days, because this is a step-by-step process, as we can see. So this is the first one that I am actually looking at. The second one is Ethereum. And after that, I'll go on also with my favorites that I really like. During the previous analysis that I have shared on my public profile, you may find it was approximately in June, I guess, because I've shared this pattern several times in mid of June. Price completed this harmonic pattern, is very beautiful where it was completed, close to 1900, and price is reacting and creating these patterns in a perfect way. So all of this is as I was expecting in Ethereum. The reversal area was perfect, and what we are looking at now is that we have bullish pattern, and bullish pattern. Let's break it down on a lower time frame. And look at what we have here. On the higher time frame, price showed an accumulation, broke out, and we can see price rising up at this moment. The second one was this bullish pattern, a type of expanded flat pattern, and here we had the bullish movement again, and here we have another accumulation pattern. So all of these patterns that are accumulating bullish volume, this is showing very clear that volume is rising up very fast in all the in Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So we are not anticipating anything at all on the bearish side. Everything keeps developing bullish. The breakout that we see here is not a fake breakout. Probably we can experience any change in the pattern formation, so it can be very interesting. Just don't be scared how the price is developing, because we can see also the price to test the low of the pattern to move up, and after that probably we are going to have a type of like this channel here. So let's see, this is another possibility how we may look at right now. Still bullish, pattern is not so clear, but we can see any price reaction close to 1600, and after that price may continue to rise more after this point. So all you guys, if you have any interest, any cryptocurrency or any other Forex pair or something else or indexes, just let me know and I will check them out for you. So just write it on the YouTube platform, on the chat, or also on TradingView chat. One of the guys is writing on the TradingView platform live chat. I think we need to stay above 23.2. There is a big ascending triangle on 4 hour. Let's back up length 22.8, 22.5. If we manage to stay above 23.2, there will be high chance of break the triangle up above 24.2 and higher. Yes, approximately the reversal area that I actually placed is in line with 23.2. It is not far at all, so they are very close to each other. It comes in line, so I completely agree because price can also keep moving from where it is right now. So this is how I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now. It looks very interesting. I want to thank you, anti-trader. Uh, the next one that we are going to look at, just focus on this part for Ethereum. If you don't want to join the trade right now because this is not clear, just wait for the price to test 1600. Let's see how the price will react, and if we are going to see any bounce above 1800, it should continue moving higher. However, I will update also during these days. Probably we are gonna have a weekly update for all the charts, so it will be a 1 week live stream. So hope you'll join again. The next one that I really like is XRP. Very nice project, as we all know, with a bright future. They have very good contracts despite the SEO that they actually have. Just one moment to share something with you. Okay, as we can see here, Ripple, the leader in enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions, today announced a partnership with Singapore-based major payment institution FOMOPay, which will utilize Ripple's crypto-enabled enterprise technology to improve its cross-border treasury flows. So this is the second one that Ripple is signing for this year. The first one was with another Canadian bank. Look at the article. It was very interesting because both of this article, this was on 21 March 21 and July 25. All of these articles are very close with each other. And these articles are contracts that are signed after the SU that Ripple actually have. So this is showing that Ripple has a bright future. It will be very close. Look at this article, at the previous one. They signed a contract with CIBC for cross-border payments. So it's a big Canadian bank, as you can see from the articles. And from the technical perspective, what we actually see in Ripple that I find it very interesting is that if we are gonna look at on the lower time frame, if we are gonna look at also on the lower time frame, we are gonna look at that Ripple is testing a very old support area. This support area is located on August 20. So this is very old. Look at how price came here. So at this moment in time, when Ripple was at this point it didn't have so many contracts. It was not in the actual situation where it is right now. So considering that they are actually developing, it doesn't make sense for the price to be where it is right now. So at least this is my personal opinion. It is not a financial advice at all. So just you need to do your own work. This is what I'm actually doing for myself. And what we can see is that if Ripple is going to increase value only on the first target that I'm looking at, the price should increase approximately 140%. So it's uh, it's really huge for a small investment or also big investment. It doesn't matter. And the price was in this area in March 22, as you can see, and it was also on February 22. So the price should move and to test the first zone really soon. We just need the Bitcoin to begin the bullish movement. It will be very fast movement. The second one was located in November 21, so probably uh, we are going to look at close to the end of the year all the movement. It can be possible. But if price is going to move up to the top part of the structure, even if we are going to look at a very slow movement, it will be as 250%. However, in my personal opinion, I'm not looking at any short-term investment on Ripple. I really like it as a long-term investment, and probably what I'm gonna buy now from Ripple, I'm going to manage the amount of the tokens that I'm going to take from here and to invest them in stake account. So it will be something that we need to also to take interest from our investment, not just to buy and to hold them in our accounts. But probably I will prepare also a video for that topic because it will be very interesting overall. So this is what I'm expecting. I'm not targeting only 250%. So my target is higher and I want to keep it for a longer time period. Just one moment, I want to check also the chat. Okay, the next one that I'm looking at, it is also Stellar. I really like Stellar as well. It's very good project. They are the same company, let's say, same owners that have been divided. Also, Stellar has also contract with MoneyGram as well, so they are going to decrease the price of transaction and also the transaction speed. So it will be a very good revolution in the payment process. Both of these Stellar and Ripple, they have actual contracts that are working for them. So this is why I'm actually focused on these two projects that I really like. But there are also other good projects as we can see. So let's go also in small details in Stellar as well. Look at the price that it is testing the top of the structure. Look at this top here. And as we can see, the lower part is dating back in July 20. So overall, also Stellar came back close to this old area. In my opinion, we are in an undervalued situation where the price is actually right now. I don't see that the price is still overvalued here as long as it was uh, during pandemic time. So pre-pandemic was here, pandemic, sorry, in July 20, and price is close to that area. I'm looking for a reversal movement from this point. This is a support. It should be strong at this moment. If we are gonna look at on the lower time frame, what it makes this interesting, I'm going to delete. And we are going to look at the price can be seen in different perspectives. Also from this ugly pattern, where the price showed the support from the lower part. And we can see the price from this point to rise again. The reason is simple, because we can see that Stellar is actually facing is testing the broken resistance. So it was required a lot of pressure to break this movement, and as we can see, the price is actually reacting. So it can be a very good area. Also, a better place, it was at the weekend. It was a very nice area. I couldn't share this in time. Price was close to the wedge pattern, and as we can see, it increased very fast. It was approximately a 20% movement. So this is not approximately, it was 20%. And also we have the price that is testing the small structure. So it has higher chances to increase right now. If you want to be more conservative, we can look at also the other structures. So just wait for the price to create a bigger picture before it moves up again. However, I really like where the price is right now. It is not far away from the bottom, but it should be a very interesting movement after that. Look at this pattern. We have seen like this pattern several times on the past. It's very interesting how this pattern is actually creating here. Just let's see, because it should begin the movement very fast. For small targets, you can focus on the structure areas. Here are the structure areas where we can focus. And for a more higher target, you can look at the top of this structure. So overall, this movement should be approximately, let's say, 100% on April. But I'm expecting the price to rise more. So minimum movement, it should be the top. But this is for long-term investments. It is not for short-term. For short-term are the targets that I placed here, short-term to medium-term. It should continue increase more during this period of time. One of the guys is asking about gold. Yes, we are going to look at gold right now. Also, the cash. Look at where the price is in this. Let's look at what the price is actually doing here. So price tested the lower part of the structure. Like many cryptocurrencies, also this came close to the bottom of the structure on September 20. It is dating also September 20. Price tested the structure, support showing to be very strong. And I'm really sure that considering how the price reacting close to this area, this is showing a clear picture how the market is actually looking at the support area. The bounce was very strong, so it was 50% from the base of the structure. So let's break it down on the higher time frame. This project is really good as well. And what we can see here is that we have this pattern. Look at what the price is actually doing. We have one retest, second retest, third, and we have the fourth here. We can say it's a triple bottom for, it doesn't matter at all. We are looking at the price tested this area several times. It looks very nice. And we have also the neckline of this pattern. The first one was at this point, but it feels better on the breakout that we actually have here. After the breakout that happened, look at the movement that was approximately 16%. So in my opinion, how the price is actually moving, we can see the confirmation, and the maximum pullback should be another retest of the pattern before it keeps rising again. It looks very interesting right now. Another option is that we can see price to expand the correction before it moves higher. So just be patient with this trade. The breakout is strong, is solid. Also on the daily chart, look at what this day, the previous day, is making it very interesting, because the breakout is showing to have a very solid candle. Look at how green and long is the breakout candle. So probably the price may not come also to the lower part of the structure. What we can expect on this trade is that we can have some minimum targets, considering that the breakout is strong. Market is not going to stop right now, so it should push it moving higher. If you want, I actually placed a minor one. This is a minor target because this is very close to the actual price from 77.25. And if you are going to look at for a higher time frame, here we are the target. So you can just close profits on all of these areas. It will be a very good area, as I see, in my opinion. All the time, the top should be the structure. Top of the structure that we can see, it was on March 22, so it was not too far. If Bitcoin is going to move, definitely we are going to see the cash to increase up to 205. Like all the others, up to that area, we can see that price shows a potential from 100 up to 200% price increase in many cryptocurrencies. So this is gonna be very interesting as well. This is a scenario, just keep it simple. We can see also as a type of range trading here, and it should move higher as well. Probably we can make also a video for this one for details, but it looked very interesting as I see. So let's go on with the other requests from the guys that are in the live chat, on the TradingView chat. Aram is writing, what is your expectation for CPI tomorrow? I don't think that I have any idea at all about CPIs. As we can see, the problem is that despite the expectations that we are actually having with CPI numbers, the market is reacting as it wants. So it is doing up and downs without any clear reason at all, or how the data are coming out. So in my opinion, just wait for the data to come out. We need to wait for the data release, and after that we can see how the market or what we want to trade it will be developed. We need to wait after the data, not to gamble before the CPI data. It is very dangerous in my opinion. Another one of the guys is asking about Shiba and DOT. Yes, I can analyze them right now. One of the guys is asking for German index. Yes, we are going to look at as well. Shiba and DOT. Yes, we are going to look at Shiba and DOT. Shiba is in a very interesting scenario right now. The area where the price came close to the bottom of the structure, it was corresponding to a very old support area. And the second one that I was looking at, oh sorry, I had on everything. As you can see, we had the bullish formation. This is a harmonic pattern that is trying to change the trend. And on the other side, for Shiba, price is doing this type of movements, up and down, up and down. And on the daily chart, what is really interesting right now, how I see at least at this point, is that we have the price blocked within two areas, 936, 1250. Let's keep it simple. And price is moving within these 2 points. The movement that is actually happening, this is about 35%, so it's not small at all. The consolidation of the price close to the top of the structure, this is showing that the accumulation close to this zone, to this specific zone here, is increasing the chances for the bullish movement to keep moving up. However, the possibility for the bearish movement up to the bottom and after that price can bounce up cannot be ruled out again. So both of these movements are possible in this scenario. What is the only advice that I can give in the actual situation if you are not in the trade yet? You just have to place your stop loss below the previous low if you want to keep it simple, or if you want to have, let's say, a more riskier stop loss, riskier is close to 860 approximately. So this is where your stop loss should be, and price can come down and it can bounce up again. However, I don't think that you want to keep the position if price breaks down and it keeps moving lower. So that is why you need to use that stop loss. The next one is DOT. If I remember it okay, yes, the next one is DOT. Just one moment. And here we have DOT. As we can see, many of the charts, as long as they follow Bitcoin, they have approximately the same price movement. Many of them are looking correlated approximately 100% from the pattern perspective, not from the price at all. But from the pattern, we can see that price made this movement, it increased, another movement, another one. This was the bottom one, and actually the price, look at what it is doing. It is creating higher highs and higher lows, so it can keep doing this type of movement. Overall, this can be classified as a potential rounded bottom here before the price moves up again. So it will be very interesting how this is developing right now with this rounded bottom. What I actually see is that if you are not in the trade yet, here we have our structures. These are very small. When the price broke out, it was not a solid one. Just one moment, because the problem is that the price keeps transforming and it is not so clear. It was in this triangle before, and it is moving higher right now. Everything is transformed. Just one moment to make it smaller. And on the higher time frame, we can see that we have this movement. This can be a corrective movement right now because the fourth wave should not move lower than the first one. So we are in corrective movement, but this is the beginning of the new trend, as we can see. So once the price will bounce again above this top of the structure, it should continue to increase more in this situation. Let's label this as a corrective movement. And on the daily chart, what I would like to target for DOT, the pattern is not so clear, just it is creating a clear up and down movements. This is a very possible scenario that can happen. However, I can update also Polkadot during the days, it's not a big problem at all. And you can keep track on the price development and look at where the price is heading right now. So it should test the previous daily structure that was broken here. This is what the price is doing. Many cryptocurrencies are showing very big reversal patterns because many of them are actually undervalued in my opinion. And that is why those are just building this type of movements with many higher highs and higher lows. So this is what I'm looking at least at this moment. So wait for the price to bounce above the previous high, 9.4, and it should keep moving higher after that. For the moment, the price needs to develop, so it can come also up to the bottom and it can increase. But these are the scenarios that we don't have to anticipate all the time. Just wait and we can see after that what you can do with this. Okay, this is one of my friends. Hello, Ariane. Thank you, my friend. So this is what we are looking at also on Polkadot. What we are going to look at also is US30. One of the guys asked from the previous, is one of the first one that asked about US30. So now we are going to look at the indexes right now. This is the first one. After US30 and the German index, I will go with gold. Just one moment. GMT, okay, we are going to look at also GMT. Yes, I can look at it. Just one moment to look at the other request, please. I really appreciate it. We are gonna look at also US30 right now. Just one moment. Look at what the price is doing in the US30. It is not that simple, so we need to be careful overall. This pattern was expanding. It was getting very weird overall. However, all the indexes in my personal opinion, were overvalued too much. I don't know why many of the indexes, not many, but US 30, NASDAQ, we have also S&P, so all of them were more than double since the pre-pandemic. So it was something strange that when all the major stocks were moving down, only the indexes were moving up. So I don't know to explain this at all. In my opinion, this correction was a must, and probably it will be needed also some more correction to the downside, but I don't know if that is going to happen. However, from the bigger picture, as we can see on the daily chart, look at what the price is actually doing. We are having this pattern formation. If the correction that I'm looking at is going to be true, then the next movement will be down. So most of the time the bigger patterns works out very well. It's very simple how you can look at them, but you need confirmation to trade on their side. So it is not that easy to trade the pattern. The problem is that for this pattern, it is needed confirmation. But for the bigger picture, we can see that we are dealing with an expanding pattern here. So this is a descending broadening wedge pattern. And I'm really sure that if price is going to come close to the top of the structure, we are going to see anything strange close to 33,000, 34,000. Also, if you are going to look at this top of this structure here, that I'm focused a lot on this pattern, we are going to look at the price tested this top again. This was the pre-pandemic price. And after the retest of pre-pandemic, price bounced higher here. Look at this is pre-pandemic. This is pre-pandemic support area. Price came down, it moved up, so this pattern can be considered also valid if price is going to come to break the support, and it can move up again after that. But as we can see, the chances are very high that it should reverse. It can come down also from the point where it is now. But in my opinion, it should make a smaller movement before it comes. But it is close to the end here. On the 4-hour time frame, we don't have any data at all for the reversal, so I can say that price is going to move down from this point, but it can come down, it can do that. Actually, it is stopped. What I see is that we have a structure resistance from the upper part of the structure, and we can also face any deep correction before this movement. Or probably we can see the price to create something bigger, one retest, and after that we can see the movement down. But you need to be careful. I don't see the price to keep moving higher for a longer period of time. Overall, as we have seen, US is not recovering so fast, despite that Powell said that the economy is strong, the employment numbers, and blah blah blah, many other things. But I don't think that the economy is going to recover with huge steps as he is actually expecting. On the other hand, we are having the energy prices. That it is something that also, when Paul was asked about this, he said that we can control the energy prices as long as they are part of related with the Russian and Ukraine war. So all of this problem with energy crisis is going to impact, in my opinion, also the prices of the goods that we actually need. So the inflation from energy prices will move on the goods of the daily goods that we have. So I don't think it will keep moving up for a longer period of time. It's not the right moment in my opinion, because the economies will not keep expanding. It doesn't make sense in the actual situation. But let's see, because we are not market makers. We are just looking at the lines right now. So this is what I'm expecting on this one. And we have also the gold analysis that was asked from one of the guys from YouTube. Yes, we are going to look at gold right now. And look at what the price is actually doing. As we can see from gold, I have shared also on my YouTube page. Just one moment, please, because we are streaming. The video analysis that I have shared for gold, if you want to look at the details, is this here, the fourth, before today's. It has many details inside, so we are going to look at gold also right now, but this has a lot of details as well. So let's get back to gold right now. I'm going to delete this. And from the bigger time frame, we are looking at the support area that was from the lower part of the structure. This was looking very interesting. Despite the problem with the high inflation rate, we saw the price to keep moving down, so gold didn't work out very well in this situation as a value holder when it comes to safe haven assets. So it was something that we all saw. Everyone was waiting for gold to increase in value because inflation was high, but it happened the opposite, that gold was decreasing. And now, at the end of July, at this point, gold is moving higher after testing a very strong and old support area coming from the lower part of the structure. And if we can see, this is dating back in April 20. So it's approximately more than 2 year and a half old support area. The bounce was very strong. What is very interesting right now is that the price on the 4-hour keeps developing within this channel. I have shared this also on the video analysis. During the analysis before 2 days, the price was developing close to this zone. The chances were double. I mean that it was a chance for breakdown of the channel. And after the breakdown, we could have seen another bearish movement. There could have been a correction, or probably another movement on the upside after the correction. But the second option was also the development within the channel. Price is still developing within the channel, so we cannot anticipate at all any bearish movement right now. It should continue moving higher, and mainly now that price actually did a new high here. Price is above 1,800. So it should keep rising in my opinion. Where we need to focus for the areas where the price may reach. So this is a short-term target, and here we have another good target where the price may face. So this is what gold is actually doing right now, in my opinion. If price is going to break down of the channel, just keep in mind that this is your invalidation area, because after that the price may move lower. So we need to be careful from this area. So this is all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, I have also one for DAX 40 for Yetmir Pekka. Yes, Yetmir, I will look at it right now. Sorry, because I skipped it. Just one moment. The German index. This is the German index. As we can see, we don't have any clear movement on the daily chart because the price can develop in different ways from this moment how this is right now, so we can't look at it in this moment. Price can face any small resistance before it moves down or up here, so let's look at it, what is going to happen. On the 4-hour, we can see that price made a small movement, but this movement is happening after this small pattern here. We have one small pattern and one small structure that was broken, so both of these are validating a small movement that may happen right now. This movement can push the price down. The first support area should be close to the small structure, the 4-hour structure, 13,300 approximately, and the next one should be close to the lower part of this structure again, and that it corresponds to the previous part, plus or minus, so with very small differences. This is what we can expect at this moment. We need to be careful because we can see also price to bounce from any of these areas because they are very strong areas and we can never know how the price can develop. But exists also the possibility, considering that we had the previous movements up, this was more clear, and the movement down was very strong, we can see the same movement again also at this point. But for the bearish movement, we need to wait for the price to move lower, below the 13,000, and after that we may see the bigger movement on the bearish side. For the moment, just focus on 13,000 and 300 and 13,000. So this is the area where you need to focus. I don't see anything else at all for the moment. This is showing a bearish structure overall. It's a small one, but it looks very, very good. So thank you for joining today. I really appreciate all of the support that you guys are actually showing. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate if you will not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you're welcome, my pleasure. And I will try to do these live streams more often, so just stay on the Telegram group and I will notify there for everything. So thank you so much and I hope to see you on the next live streaming. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Bye bye.